Gnosticism, The History and Legacy of the Mysterious Ancient Religion. Written by Charles River Editors. Narrated by Bill Hare. Introduction. This knowledge is not something that can be put into words like other sciences, but after long continued intercourse between teacher and pupil, in joint pursuit of the subject, suddenly like light flashing forth when a fire is kindled, it is born in the soul and straightway nourishes itself. Plato. Many people interested in biblical themes know about the Dead Sea Scrolls, and their guardians, the mysterious Essenes, the sect of Judaism that hid its priceless library in caves before marching against the Romans in an end-time war, certain that God would intervene at the decisive moment. The ancient texts found in their rock cabinets have produced tons of literature. Fewer people know about an equally fascinating find in the same region of the planet, made only a few months apart. A collection of hitherto unknown Christian codices, buried in the 4th century CE, and found accidentally by peasants near the city of Nag Hammadi, Upper Egypt. Among the old codices was the Gospel of Thomas, lost for 16 centuries, and other unfamiliar titles, such as the Gospel of Philip and the Acts of Peter and the 12 Apostles. In this case, it was not Essenes who had entrusted them to the protection of the caves and the centuries, but monks who followed a now-forgotten variant of Christianity called Gnosticism. Their philosophy promised them a better world than the one they were living in, which at that time was an Egypt occupied by Romans who were bleeding the country literally and figuratively. In doctrinal matters, they were under the authority of a distant patriarch ruling from his chair in Alexandria, who treated them with contempt. They were the hippies of their day, said James Robinson, one of the greatest experts of the Nag Hammadi collection. The monks were more interested in praxis than orthodoxy. For them, the important thing was asceticism, escaping this world. This philosophy denoted the God of the Old Testament as an evil, fraudulent, and weak being, whereas the serpent was the great instructor, the true hero of Genesis, the beast who made knowledge accessible to humans. Gnosticism is one of the great mysteries in the history of Western religion. At its core is an ancient Greek word, gnōsis, a word prominent in the writings of Plato, which refers to a deep personal knowledge or understanding that often transcends the physical world. The Gnostics painted a picture of a fallen, broken world in which physicality was a product of a lesser deity. This deity was created in defiance of the One, and in order to trap humans and blind them to the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?